Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled How to Destroy a Yeshiva, a shul, a community, or just about anything. The Shamayim for the sake of heaven. Take a look at Parshat Korach. I have a simple question. Take Korach. Say, Korach, what you're doing, challenging Moshe Rabbeinu, are you doing this l'shem Shamayim for the sake of heaven? I have little doubt he would say yes. Take 250 people with him. Are you doing this l'shem Shamayim? I have little doubt also they would say yes. And I think if they had a lie detector test and it was a proper test, they would pass the test. And they're doing it l'shem Shamayim in their minds. I'm not talking about in God's eyes, I'm talking about in their eyes and in their belief system. They honestly are doing l'shem Shamayim. Let's fast forward from 3,300 years ago in the desert to today and all the thousands of years in between. Arguments, major arguments in Klal Yisrael, arguments that ripped apart the whole klal, arguments that ripped apart the community, whether it's Hasidim versus Misnagdim, whether it was a question of the Muslim movement, introducing the Muslim movement or not, secular studies, Yeshiva University versus Lakewood. Major arguments in Klal Yisrael, specific community arguments over the centuries. How to run the yeshiva, how to run the mikvah, how to run the shul, the rabbi's job, all of these. I think every time you take people involved in this argument and you say, well, listen, you're rupturing the community. The mikvah, the Airuv, the shechita, the kashrus love in our community. What are you doing? You're saying that everything we've done in the kashrus till now really hasn't been on the level and you're ripping us apart. The person will say, I'm doing this l'shem Shamayim. I'd love to back down. Personally, it's not a personal thing. But I'm fighting the holy wars of God. Maybe he is. And maybe he really is right bringing the kasher standard to a new level in the community. Maybe he's right upgrading the Airuv. And yes, people are upset, but till now it really has been relying on a lot of leniencies. Not good. Needs to be fixed up. Brought to a new level. So to the mikvah. And the yeshiva. And the shul. So here is the $1 million question. The $1 million question is, if everyone is doing this all l'shem Shamayim, every conflict we're involved in, when it's a holy war, and it's a family business, and there's a Yerusha, an inheritance, and you want the money, the other one wants the money. The second wife who married him a few months ago, and now he's dying, and you want her out of the picture because you want to get, you're not fighting a holy war, you're fighting a war for money. We all know that. But when it's involved in something religious, you're doing something for the sake of Torah and God, how do you know? When you're just being involved in a destructive act, and this has nothing to do with l'shem Shamayim. And how do you know when, no, fight the fight? Because this is l'shem Shamayim. You can't back down. You're doing this for the sake of Hashem. And you know which is which? Which is the ultimate destructive act, which is the ultimate constructive act. It's Hashem. This requires a lot of thought, and it's Hashem will address in the next year. Shalom.